Hello guys! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's vlog, the topic is about immigration para mabigyan kayo ng mas malinaw na explanation kung bakit ba yan nangyayari ng mga offloading na yan. And ano ba yung mga aspeto na tinitingnan ng immigration officer para i-offload kayo. Especially po sa mga magta-travel for tourism or visitor purposes, with or without visa, and with or without sponsor. So, ano ba yung dalawang aspect na yun, guys, na tinitingnan ng immigration? This is your ties to your home country and your financial capability. So, ang tanong ulit, ano ba yung ties to your home country? Ito ay nagdi-demonstrate or nagpapakita ng strong bond or ng connection mo sa Pilipinas. Babalikan mo sa Pilipinas, yung hindi mo basta maiiwan. Yun talagang pag nasa abroad ka, iisipin mo, ay kailangan kong bumalik ng Pilipinas dahil may ganito ako, may ganito ako. So, ang example po ng ties to your home country is yung inyong employment, properties, family, or mga dependents po. And your business, any type of business and properties under your name. So, pag nasa abroad ka, sasabihin mo sa sarili mo, ay, babalik ako kasi walang magmamanage ng negosyo ko. Ay, babalik ako kasi yung anak ko doon. Ay, babalik ako kasi may trabaho ako. Ganyan. Yan guys, ang ties to your home country. Yan yung mga tinitingnan ng immigration officer. And ano pa yung isa pang aspect? Guys, this is your financial capability. May kakayahan ka ba mag-travel? Mandatory po to if you are for tourism without sponsor. So, kapag may sponsor naman guys, kasi for example, you don't have financial capability, you are unemployed, no business, no everything guys, ang hinahanap ng immigration is affidavit of support and guarantee. And para ma-explain sa inyo guys ng talagang maayos, ayan, gumawa ulit ako ng PowerPoint presentation. Concentrate ako guys sa employment aspect. Ayan, sa ties to your home country. Kasi mostly ito ang talagang tinitingnan ng immigration rather than your properties, business. Ang laging tinatanong sa inyo guys as traveler, what is your job? What is your current job? Or ano ba ang pinagkakaabalahan mo? Ganyan. So mostly employment po ang tinatanong ng immigration. Kung ikaw ay traveler na unemployed, no savings, no sponsor, so this is the 3 big no. Ayan, na automatic po, offloaded po ito sa immigration. So, nasabi ko na to guys sa aking vlog before, the 3 big red flag. Unemployed, no savings, no sponsor, wag nyo na pong ituloy ang balak nyong umalis ng Pilipinas. Unemployed, so may possibility na maghanap ng trabaho sa ibang bansa. Plus, no savings. Ang red flag ulit to guys, paano to mabubuhay sa ibang bansa? Wala tong savings. Saan to kukuha ng pambayad sa apartment or sa hotel or sa ng pagkain, transportation niya sa ibang bansa? So maybe ito magiging problema lang to ng Pilipinas or ng bansa na pupuntahan niya. Guys, marami pong mga nagta-travel na nagiging pulubi po sa ibang bansa. Yes po, palaboy-laboy sa ibang bansa na mamalimos, hindi alam kung paano babalik sa Pilipinas. No sponsor, whatever happened to you, sino ang responsible sa'yo? Walang mag-aalaga sa'yo. Big no. And ang pangalawa guys is unemployed, no savings with sponsor. So, paano naman to? Wala akong trabaho, wala din akong financial capability, pero may sponsor ako. And yung sponsor ko is capable siya. Nakapag-provide siya ng affidavit of support and guarantee, authenticated or notarized ng embassy kung saan mang bansa pupunta, and with proof of relationship to the sponsor. For example po, you see sponsor is first degree relative, second degree relative, or third, fourth, or girlfriend, boyfriend, live-in, spouse, guys. If you have this, even though you are unemployed, no savings, but you have a sponsor with affidavit of support and guarantee, ang dami ko na pong video about affidavit of support and guarantee. Visit my YouTube channel po kung paano po ito nakukuha, paano po yung process na to, ano po yung proof of relationships. So, ang remarks dito is not offloaded. Bakit guys? Kasi even though you are unemployed, no savings, meron pong isang tao na nangako at nag-commit na sila po ang magiging responsible para sa inyo. For example, your travel expenses like buying your plane ticket, meals, accommodation. So, inako po yun ng inyong sponsors. Case po, hindi nyo na kailangan pang makapag-provide ng bank certificate or bank statement kasi si sponsor na po yun. And pagdating naman po sa ties to your home country, inako na rin po yun ni sponsor. Makikita nyo po guys sa affidavit of support and guarantee, meron po dyan nakasulat na that, for example, Hazel Smith will be traveling back to the Philippines at the end of the travel date. Nangako din si sponsor na pababalikin kanya sa Pilipinas. Kasi guys, being a sponsor is a big responsibility. May mga sponsor po na ayaw mag-commit. So, di baling magpapadala na lang sila ng pera sa Pilipinas, basta wag lang silang maging sponsor. Kasi whatever happened to you, si sponsor po ang hahabulin ng immigration and ng embassy. About naman ito, unemployed, no savings, with sponsor. So, kaparehas lang guys. Pero, walang affidavit of support and guarantee and wala rin pong naipresent na proof of relationship to the sponsor. In-interview ka sa immigration like, okay, you are unemployed and medyo mababa din ang savings mo sa bank. And sino ba, saan ka ba titira sa sa bansa na pupuntahan mo? Sinagot mo, ay sa kakilala ko po, sa tita ko po, sa kapatid ko po, sa pinsan ko po, sa kaibigan ko po, sa girlfriend, boyfriend ko po. Ay nako, sponsored to. Sabi ng immigration, do you have affidavit of support and guarantee? Ay, natulala ka, wala ka. So, ang remark sa'yo is offloaded, guys. Yes po. Guys, ito po. So, a form of sponsorship. Kasama po dyan ang accommodation, flight ticket, meals, and travel allowance. So, even though po, isa lang dyan ang kinater ng third person, consider na po kayo as sponsored travel. So, even though you are the one who booked your ticket, hindi ko ang bibili ng sarili mong pagkain, pero makikitira ka sa mga kamag-anak mo sa ibang bansa, hahanapan ka na po ng affidavit of support and guarantee. Kasi accommodation is a kind of sponsorship. So, wala ka pong affidavit of support and guarantee, hindi nakapag-provide si sponsor, mag-book po kayo ng hotel. Guys, kung ayaw nyo naman po magbayad or just going to book para po sa immigration purposes, ang dami po sa booking.com, Agonda po na mga no credit card needed booking, no prepayment, and book your hotel and pay in the hotel. Ayan, mag-book po kayo dun guys. And then, kapag nakalusot na kayo ng immigration, then cancel po. So, apologize na lang po sa hotel that you will not be there anymore. Ayan, so at least po, na-inform nyo yung hotel na hindi na kayo doon makakapunta. Pero at least, nakalusot kayo. Ayan, sa immigration po. And the next one is, for example, you are unemployed with savings plus no sponsor. Guys, dito guys sa with savings, kapag ito guys ang inyong ginamit, so make sure po that you have your supporting documents like your bank certificate and statement, any kind of card, debit or credit card, online banking. Na-encounter ako guys, sinabihan siya ng immigration na, sige, papayagan kita, pero mag-withdraw ka ng pera doon sa ATM machine. Ayan, kasi guys, meron ATM machine bago pumasok ng immigration. Sometimes, doon ako guys, nag-withdraw ng pera. Ayan, kapag nagta-travel ako. And then, ipakita mo sa akin yung latest resibo para makita ko talaga kung magkano ang balance ng bank account mo. So, yun yung pinagawa sa kanya. So, buti na lang guys, siya hindi niya winidraw yung pera. Kasi guys, may mga traveler na after po makakuha ng bank certificate and statement, wini-withdraw na po ang pera. So, thinking na baka hindi na yun hanapin or baka hindi na rin i-question ng immigration. But some strict immigration, kapag duda po talaga sila sa inyo, they are mag-iisip talaga sila guys ng paraan para i-offload kayo. Ayan. So, buti siya, nakapag-provide siya ng latest receipt na talagang andun pa yung pera niya na nakalagay sa bank statement niya, guys. And so, unemployed with savings, no sponsor. Guys, ito, malaki ang chance po na hindi ka ma-offload. Kasi, unemployed ka naman, but nakapagpakita ka ng inyong financial capability na kaya mo makapag-abroad. So, even though wala kang sponsor, may chance ka pong hindi ma-offload. Malaki ang chance mo guys na hindi ka ma-offload. And ang susunod dito guys, employed ka naman with savings but no sponsor. So, tingnan natin guys. Ayan. So, kapag employed ka, so dapat meron kang work certificate, leave of absence, and company ID. One time, hinanapan ako guys ng company ID ng immigration. So, luckily, dala-dala ko siya, leave of absence, and work certificate. And sa savings naman guys, so bank certificate, statement, debit or credit card, online banking, and ang remarks po dito guys, not offloaded. So, totally hindi ka guys mau-offload. Kasi you demonstrate ties to your home country and your financial capability. And the next one guys is employed ka naman with savings plus no sponsor. Ayan, but hindi ka nakapag-provide ng work certificate, wala kang leave of absence, wala kang company ID. Kasi guys, ang immigration, they are paper-based. Or meaning po, naka-base po sila sa documents na ipipresent mo. So, even though one day ka dyan magsalita, magpaliwanag, hanggang wala ka guys na ipapakita, red flag pa rin po yan. So, kayo guys, kung magte-travel kayo, kung wala po kayong mga work certificate, leave of absence, company ID, wag po kayong sasagot na employed po kayo. Kasi, during your immigration interview, ang tanong po dyan, what is your job? Siyempre, sasabihin mo, ay, isa po akong sales lady. And the next following question is, do you have your work certificate or any company ID? Doon ka na guys madadali. So, kung wala kang documents, just said, unemployed po ako. Ayan, but with savings. Magganyan ka na lang and with sponsor po. Ayun, wag na po tayong i-raise up pa yung ating pagkatao na para maging good image, but at the end, doon tayo madadali guys sa documents. Sasabihin mo naman, with savings po ako, pero hinanapan ka ng bank certificate and statement, wala kang may pakita. Case na to guys, employed nga, pero walang supporting documents. May savings nga siya, pero wala pa rin pong supporting documents. And at the end po, no sponsor. So, ang lalabas po nito is like, you are unemployed, no savings, no sponsor. Kaya ang remarks po dito is offloaded. Kasi you are more on vocal. So, kinulang ka sa paper-based documents. Kaya, ganyan pa rin yung naging result ng analyzation sa'yo. Offloaded pa rin. And lilinawin ko po guys na yung mga information po na na-share ko po sa video na to is just your guide. So, guide lang po ito guys. Still po, it is your own choice po na mag-travel, lumabas ng bansa, dumaan ng immigration. Hindi ko po kayo guys pinipigilan. Ayan, na gawin po ay na wag niyo na pong ituloy. Still po, malaya po kayong gumawa ng inyong mga desisyon pagdating po sa pagta-travel. And if you need further information po, type your inquiries below or email me in this email address or follow my Facebook page. And if you need further assistance when it comes to visa application, you don't know the first step that you need to do, you don't know the documents na i-gather mo, guys, please email me in this email address or follow my Facebook page. And if you are not yet subscribed, subscribe po kayo guys para ma-notify po kayo if I have new videos. And guys, thank you so much and see you in my next vlog.